Fourth question, first one. The lithium, sodium, potassium are all metals that react with water to liberate hydrogen gas. So this is the reaction of alkali metal with water. That whenever the alkali metal will react with water, they will generate alkali and hydrogen gas. Is there any similarities in the atoms of these elements? Now all these three elements are showing the same chemical reaction, that they all will react with water, they will give or they will liberate hydrogen gas. Why is it so? Because the first reason is they all are from the group number 1. They are sharing the same group. Now, whenever the elements are from the same group, they will have same valence electron. When they have the same valence electron, that means their chemical reactions will be similar, because always the valence electrons are taking part in chemical reaction. When the elements have similar valence electrons, that means their chemical reaction will also be similar. So that's why the elements of one group will have same valence electron as well as they will show same chemical reaction. So this is how we will write the answer. These elements are from the same group, and that is group number 1. They have same valence electron and their chemical reactions are similar. This is very important point. Whenever any elements are having a same valence electron, then their chemical reaction will be similar. When they will react with water, they will form alkali and liberate hydrogen. So if you want, you can write this equation that when potassium will react with water, it will give us alkali. This is alkali. Now what is the alkali? The base which are soluble in the water is known as alkali. So they will give us alkali and it will liberate hydrogen gas, and that's why this group is known as alkali metals. This is very important question. It will make us understand and it will help us to understand that what is the trends in element across the group, that they are not only sharing the same valence electron but they also show the similarities in their chemical reaction. Second reason, helium is an unreactive gas and neon is a gas of extremely low reactivity. What if anything do their atoms have in common? That means both are least reactive or unreactive. Why both are unreactive? What do they have in common? So here this is the answer, that both are noble gases, both valence shell is completely filled, and when the valence shell is completely filled, the atoms becomes stable and they will become unreactive. So both are noble gases which have outermost shell filled with electrons. Helium's atomic number is 2 and 2 electrons are there, so it has K shell filled. Whereas neon's atomic number is 10, it has 2 and 8 electronic configuration, so it has K shell completely filled. K and L both shell completely filled, but the valence shell is completely filled in both the cases. They are stable and least reactive compared to other groups element. Now if you will see, the other groups elements are lacking by 1 or 2 electron or more than those electrons. So that valence shells are not completely filled. That's why they are reactive and they are not stable. They want to become stable. So they will lose electron, gain electron, they will form covalent bond and they will try to attain the electronic configuration like noble gases. So here the noble gases are the stable one compared to other elements. And what these two noble gases have in common, that their valence electrons are complete, their valence shells are completely filled, and that's why they both are least reactive. Fifth question, in modern periodic table, which are the metals among the first 10 elements? So in modern periodic table, what all are the elements which comes under first 10 elements? So we are starting from hydrogen, then helium with 2 atomic number, then lithium with 3, then again beryllium with 4, boron 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, oxygen 8, fluorine 9, and neon 10. So in this we have seen the arrangement that these two are in the first period and all these are in the second period. Now lithium and beryllium are placed here. When all these elements are here and our period will complete with neon. So this is our second period and this is our first period. So in this lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon will be there. So metallic elements are only two, that is lithium and beryllium, because lithium will form Li plus and beryllium will form Be plus 2. So only these two are the metallic elements. Hydrogen is placed above alkali metals. Here is the place of hydrogen. Is placed above the alkali metals, but hydrogen shows dual nature. Sometimes it also shows properties similar to halides, fluorine here. These are the halides. So hydrogen also shows similar property to halides when it will form H minus ion, negative ion. So we cannot consider hydrogen with metal, and hydrogen is a gas. So metallic elements are only two, lithium and beryllium. Question number 6. By considering their position in periodic table, which one of the following elements would you expect to have maximum metallic character? So from this elements, this is gallium, germanium, arsenic, selenium and beryllium. So from these elements, which element has a maximum metallic character? Now if we will see all these elements, these four elements are placed towards non-metallic zone. This in periodic table, these are the metals and these are the non-metals. These are the metals and these are non-metals. In between this is transition metals and metalloids. So here all these elements, these four elements are placed somewhere here, whereas the beryllium is placed very well in between the metals. So the beryllium is the element which shows the maximum metallic character. So this is how we will put up our answer, that by considering their position, beryllium is placed extremely left. So it will show the maximum metallic character among all these elements.